I usually try to avoid speaking on women. So yeah, even though Maggie is being exceptionally rude to me these last few days, for some reason, I keep trying to request to get in a live, and she's talking about send her $50 to join and stuff like that. So right now, Maggie is in need of $800 for a new bed and a new chair. Maggie was just gifted by way of begging and cash apps and her other payment methods. She was just gifted a new bed. I'm sorry, not too long ago. Probably last summer or last spring. Maggie has since then proceeded to piss and shit up this bed as well. Now, if you remember, probably about a year and a half before uh, um, that bed, Maggie was laid up in a bed that was loaded with bed bugs and piss and shit, as I imagine. Just that this one is. And I probably imagine that this one has bed bugs as well. Maggie's nasty. Maggie's filthy. Maggie's beyond nasty. Maggie, like I said, she's 6'5", 375 pounds. Maggie, we've never seen Maggie bathe. We've never heard Maggie mention bathing. And so when you get a lot of funk accumulated, that's a good word, accumulated, it's gonna become a problem. Now, Maggie comes across a lot of coins throughout the month, each month, for these concerts and these events and things of that nature. Maggie travels more than the average person does, off other people's money, of course. But she doesn't bother to invest any of that money into the things that she actually needs. Okay, now and like I said, Maggie is sitting over there right now in a chair that, thank God, there's no such thing as smell-o-vision or smell-o-phone or anything like that, because you can only imagine the smells that's coming off that chair. Um, I've never heard or seen Maggie uh, do any type of cleanliness of her home. If you happen to catch Maggie's TikTok clips that she posts sometimes, she usually has her bed uh, included somewhere in the video, and you can look in the background at the bed. The bed has brown spots on it, folks. Just to be, just to be totally transparent, that bed has obvious brown shit stains on it. Um, now Maggie is totally physically functional. She's capable of getting her nasty ass up and using the restroom as we all are, right? Instead, Maggie chooses to shit and piss. Uh, Even a dog doesn't shit and piss where they lay. A dog will shit and piss anywhere except where their food is and where they sleep at. Maggie will will sleep in a shitty, pissy mattress for months at a time. You know, Maggie is 40 years old. Maggie obviously have has enough common sense to to you know book these flights. She books these hotels. Maggie has been to Los Angeles and back several times at this point. I've never been to Los Angeles. I've never been on a plane. So Maggie obviously has enough common sense to know that um, to take care of the things that she needs, quote unquote priorities. Maggie doesn't bother to buy herself anything that she needs. She's more focused on these bingo extravaganzas and these concerts where she's chasing these celebrities all around the country. And let me just say this: Maggie's going to get the $800, and that's the saddest part to me. Maggie's going to get the $800, but my thing is, it's just going to happen again. And in 5 to 7 months, Maggie's going to need another bed and another chair because Maggie isn't washing her ass and Maggie isn't getting off her ass when she has to use the restroom. I mean, so at what we might as well just let Maggie lay in the pissy and shitty bed because Maggie is never going to do anything different but fuck up each and every mattress and chair that she gets. So if she's too lazy to get out the bed, then I imagine she's too lazy to get out the chair. So the chair is also going to be pissy and shitty. And so you can only imagine the aroma that's in the house. And that it's not even an apartment. It's not even an apartment, folks. This is an efficiency that Maggie lives in. I believe this is like some sort of assisted living building and stuff like that. But you never see Maggie have any guests over. And you can imagine why. Because who in the hell wants to no one wants to go in Maggie's house. You'd have to have a biohazard suit just to visit Maggie. Maggie is out of control at this point. I've gotten several DMs slide across my desk about things Maggie's done. People are sick and tired of Maggie, and people basically want Maggie canceled. I don't have the ability to cancel Maggie. All I can do is put Maggie's behaviors on display and let people tee off on her. And that's good enough for me. Now, let's go to Exclusive. Exclusive is on live right now as we speak, begging for money for a trip to North Carolina. Right? And so Exclusive just got an income tax check probably maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe, in which time Exclusive bought all the weed in Atlanta and smoked up just about every dime of his income tax check. I mean, and I don't know that for sure, but what else did he have to show for his income tax money? And he told us, well, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And that's right. That's true. That's true. We shouldn't be worried about anybody else's money and what people do with their money. The only thing is Exclusive is quick to ask us for our money. And so that gives us the right in turn to inquire about Exclusive's purchases and his spending habits and his finances, because once you're broke, you're back begging from us. So in my mind, that gives us the right to indulge in his finances and his spending habits. So Exclusive is on live, like I said, right now, begging for help for a trip to North Carolina. This is rule number 1 in regards to traveling. If you don't have the money, stay your ass at home. Exclusive is old enough to know this. Exclusive knows this. But yet and still, he still chooses to take these trips